Hey guys, okay, so I'm doing this video because a lot of people have requested this after I've talked about the natural remedies that I do for my anxiety and depression. Now, let me first give a disclaimer that I am not a doctor or a physician, that what I'm going to be talking about is my personal experience with natural supplements. If you were to write me and ask me for my advice, it's not something that I can give you. I'm just going to be talking about what helps me. And especially now, like, life is already very hard with someone who deals with mental illness, but now taking everything that's happening around the world with COVID, with the whole world shutting down, with, constantly having to wear masks, like, everything is completely different than the life that we have known even from a year ago. Not even a year ago, like at the beginning of the year. So I really hope that by me sharing my personal experiences with what I use, I might be better able to give you some insight on these natural supplements and herbs. All right, so I suffer from a world range of autoimmune diseases, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about more specifically some of the symptoms that come with these autoimmune disorders. Now, I do have a video on YouTube that I will link in the description that actually talks about some of the special tea that I take. So I just got this order in from Herbal Mind. This is where I get all of my natural herbs for like this specialty that I take. I really can't say the name because Facebook gets cray-cray. And then passion flower. Now, passion flower is very different than the... Okay, I'm just going to spell it out. Kraton. Okay? So if that's a new word to you, I would recommend looking it up. But take whatever you research with a grain of salt, because understand that whenever you no longer are dependent on pharmaceuticals that are prescribed by doctors, then all of a sudden people have a problem with it, right? So how can a doctor really make money if you are healthy? So I'm just going to leave it at that. All right. So normally I buy my tea from Herbal Mind. I just got my big old box in today. I'm so happy. I've been purchasing from Herbal Mind for over 2 years, and I swear by them. I deal with chronic pain. I have fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis. Every day I have pain. It's more of, is it at a level 1 or is that at a level 10? So this tea helps me, especially because with fibro, it comes with chronic fatigue syndrome. So I need something to help me, give me energy, boost up my mood, because also with fibro comes just like this dark weight, heaviness in your head. And I need something that is going to boost my mood, because I'm just not one of those persons that wakes up in the morning every morning, or even some mornings, just I'm happy, I'm good. I really have to think about my blessings. I really have to fight for me to have a good day. And it's not, and some people who don't have to have that fight think that, well, maybe someone like me is just being negative. Oh, I'm just looking for the negative. Oh my gosh, I have all these blessings. Why am I not happy? Just doesn't work like that. It's really just a chemical imbalance, and I can't help how my body is, but that's another discussion, because I do feel like going on a plant-based diet would be a much better way of living, but that's not here nor there. We're just going to talk about what I use right now. Okay, so if you want to check out my video on my YouTube channel, I will link it, and then you could go check it out. But what I'm here to talk about is passion flower. This stuff is the truth. I'm only going to be talking about that. I'm going to be talking about 5-HTP time release, and I'm going to be talking about valerian root. So with depression comes with waking up feeling worthless, waking up feeling like your life doesn't matter, or waking up feeling like your life does matter, but the responsibility, the weight on your shoulder, the burden that you're carrying, the stress that you are under is affecting your mood so deeply that you're almost never having good, happy days. That almost every day that you wake up, it's just this dark cloud over your head, and you're just wishing that you could be better. sometimes depression is that, you know, everything in your life is actually not even something that you can complain about. It's, you know, you can look at your baby's face, their most precious, beautiful, chunky cheeks. These are like miracles that come from you, and you wonder, why do you feel so empty? That's depression. And it's hard because I've lived through many different types of depressions, and it feels like you're in a black hole and you're swimming, trying to get to the top, and like your head is barely lifted above, like your whole head is underwater except your nose and your mouth. That's what it feels like for me personally when dealing with depression. And the only thing that I have ever used that has made me like do a complete 180, like this stuff has literally taken me out of depression, is, and I use this brand. Now I know that like 5-HTP is made from several different brands, but this is the only brand that I am familiar with. Neutral 5-HTP, mood and stress. It is time release. Okay, if it's not time release, I won't buy it. And 200 milligrams. They do have a 100 milligrams, but it's a little bit of a lower dosage for me. Now, the good thing is it's only one tablet that I have to take at night. I don't have to take it repeatedly during the day. And just that one tablet at night is more than sufficient enough for me. So let me read you some of the things that 5-HTP helps with. It helps with depression by increasing serotonin levels. So serotonin is a chemical in your brain that makes you happy. And for someone that's dealing with depression, more than likely they're not producing serotonin levels, or else they would be happy. This has helped me to produce serotonin levels in my head. It also says it improved symptoms of fibromyalgia. And that's what I have as well. So I'm dealing with restless leg syndrome. I'm dealing with tachycardia, which is like a rapid heartbeat. I'm dealing with anxiety, which this I have noticed helps me tremendously. Now, this is something that you can get that I got, which you can find. I have to be careful with the verbiage that I use. Okay, so if I'm stumbling over my words, give me a second. Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Amazon. Now, even though I do have it on my Amazon storefront, and I will link that in the description, I probably wouldn't get it on Amazon unless I can actually help it, because at Walgreens I recently bought this and it was a buy one get one half off, whereas Amazon, it has this as like, I think it was like $24 on Amazon, and at Walgreens it was $24, but buy another one for half off, and that's what I got. But this stuff is incredible. I take it at night. Well, I'm not currently taking it, but whenever I was in a deep depression, this is what I would take. I'm only sharing this because I know this is a highly requested video from a lot of the people that watch my videos, and they request this because, listen, life is so freaking hard right now. I don't think I can ever really express how much this this supplement has like changed my life. And I know several people who do watch me and have tried it and actually got off of their antidepressants and were able to sustain their mental state of mind and actually improve with this. Now, I am not a doctor. I really have to put that out there. Like, I'm only telling you what me and my friend, her experience as well, but I'm not telling you to go buy it. I'm not recommending it. If you write me a message and ask me for my opinion or advice, I can't give it. I apologize. It's really just a liability issue. Plus, I don't want to, this is my personal experience and everybody is different. Now, another thing that I have found extremely beneficial is valerian root. Now, taking the 5-HTP time release, it does, I only take it at night because it relaxes your body. It feels like your mind is racing a million miles per hour, but it just kind of like you could breathe. You can let go. You can just, you know what? Even though I have all this stress, even though I have all this anxiety, I don't need to deal with it right now. I just need to put it to the side. I need to get a sufficient amount of rest, and then I can deal with it tomorrow. So it at least allows you to have a certain amount of rest, so to speak. Now with valerian root, It's, oh my gosh, let me look up the benefits of valerian root. Hold on, give me 1 second, because everything, and I'm not editing this video because I can't stand editing. Benefits of valerian root. Oh, I think I already screenshot it. But now I'm only doing like really weak type Googling, but I recommend doing a whole bunch of research on it so that you can find from many different sources what they say about these natural supplements. Now, valerian root, what it's saying is that alternative practitioners believe that valerian root can treat a variety of health conditions, including insomnia, anxiety, headaches, digestive problems, menopause symptoms, and post-exercise muscle pain and fatigue. Okay, that's incredible. So even though I will take 5-HTP, which is also supposed to help reduce the frequency of migraines, and this does as well, this just kind of calms my thoughts, but it doesn't help me relax to the point of sleep. Now, with my insomnia, I can be dead tired, okay? Dead tired, but my body won't let me rest because I'm so stressed out of what's going to happen when I sleep. I'm not going to be there because I have major control issues. I'm not going to be there, like if something bad happens, I'm not going to be there to protect whoever it may be, like in my household. I'm scared that I'm going to miss out on something. I have to stay on watch. Like I can't sleep because the people that I love, I got to protect. Like I'm on night duty, they can sleep, they can rest. And then during the day, I'm like, okay, I'm tired, time for me to rest. But it don't really work like that whenever you're a mom, okay? You're not going to have your rest unless you're resting with your kids. And for me, like my brain doesn't like I know that it makes sense, but like my body won't let me rest. It's really annoying. It doesn't feel good to deal with these things because there's one thing that you know makes sense, that is logical, and then the other side is what you feel. And like you're trying to combine and it's like pushing it apart, you know? It's so frustrating. But the valerian root, this is a 1,000 milligram bottle. This is incredible, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that can even help with epileptic seizures. So just do your research, look these things up. But I'm not the only person in my household that takes valerian root. It has been extremely helpful with dealing with anxiety and depression. These two together, boom, lifesavers. The last thing that I swear, like those are for depression and anxiety, but it doesn't help me calm down from an anxiety attack. My anxiety attacks first of all, there's so many different ways that you can have an anxiety attack. It's not just a one size fits all. And with anxiety, some people can have anxiety over one thing, and another person with anxiety don't even trip off of that. Like they're tripping off of something else. Like for me with anxiety, it can be a whirlwind of issues that cause me to freak out. Whenever I am hungry and I haven't had enough to eat, that causes me to have anxiety. I know, weird. I guess I'm a fatty. I don't know. But sometimes whenever I feel like I'm walking into a room full of people, because I'm soaking up their energy and I can feel like this person's feeling that way, this person's feeling that way, this person's feeling that way, it can be very extremely overwhelming. Or from personal bad experiences that I've had in my past. When I walk into a room full of men, I mean, there could be women also, but whenever I see men and they're like in my vicinity, it's such a trigger for me. I can have anxiety because I have sensory overload. So right now I have lights here, here, and 3 back here. I have my AC blowing in the vent on the back. I have this one covered. I just heard, I think it was my husband who opened up the back door. I heard my dog's paw prints. I hear my earrings and my bracelet. Like, there is always such a great deal of noise and a great deal of light that I deal with. So right now I'm dealing with a little bit of sensory overload. If someone were to touch me, literally physically touch me, I think I would freak out, because whenever I'm dealing with my 5 senses, like an extreme like they're intensified. Just the slightest touch like messes me up. Now, my earrings and my bracelet, it's actually a calming noise for me. It's just another noise that I hear though. So let me just say that. Now, passion flower has been incredible. Oh my god. I don't think I can even tell you like how good and literally life-changing this has been for me. Passion flower, oh, hold on, let me read. Now, listen, I haven't tried it from other websites, and like I said before, or I think I said it before, no me recuerdo, but listen, I've trusted this website, Herbal Mind. Now, number one, let me just say, they are a small business, but also they're Hispanic, which I'm down to support my brown. Okay, just gonna say that. So, if you are watching this and you want to know the people behind this, they're just really, really good people. They're a small business, so you're also supporting a small business, but also they're Hispanic, like husband and wife. It's encouraging to me to see minorities come up in this economic world or whatever, but that's not here nor there. I trust them, and they have amazing reviews, but this is what it says on their website. Passion flower is used for sleep problems, insomnia, gastrointestinal, GI, upset related to anxiety or nervousness, generalized anxiety disorder, or relieving symptoms related to narcotic drug withdrawal. Passion flower is also used for seizures, hysteria, asthma, symptoms of menopause, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder or ADHD, nervousness and excitability, palpitations, which is true because this has helped me with my palpitations, irregular heartbeat, which is true because it helps me with mine, high blood pressure, fibromyalgia, and pain relief. That is how powerful this freaking plant is, passion flower. Like, this is no joke. So for me, whenever I first started this, I would take maybe, I want to say 1 teaspoon just starting. So I would do a toss and wash. Actually, let me take it while I'm online. I would do a toss and wash, which before I used to mix in like, you know, cool warm water, mix it up. But then someone was like, Dre, why don't you take it like you take your tea, which my tea I toss and wash, which means put a little bit of liquid in my mouth, pour the powder, and then swallow the liquid down. Because if you were to put this powder on liquid, it's gonna float. So the same is with passion flower. Oh, almost dropped it. Let me see if I have my little wooden spoon in my Aloha blend. Boom, sure do. So a lot of times you're gonna get like a wooden spoon or like this plastic scoop whenever you order from Herbal Mind. Now, I forgot to say this, but it's super important. I do have a coupon code, so even if you weren't like, I ain't gonna use her coupon code, it is a referral based website, so you got to use it anyways. Okay, they have to know that someone sent you. So whenever if you do try it, there's a place to put the coupon code on the website. And my coupon code is XO.RedRoses. You're going to save 10% anyways, might as well. But they're going to know that you come from me, so they're going to trust that, you know, they're going to fulfill your order. Now, you can put on the website what you want to order, but you don't pay on the website. They're going to send you an invoice. Normally, the email for the invoice comes just a couple hours later, no more than 24 hours in my personal experience. And then you pay with that invoice that's sent to your email. So that's super important to know. Now, whenever I take passion flower, I used to take like maybe 1 teaspoon, and now I can do 2, 3, and depending how bad my anxiety is, I can take up to 4 teaspoons of it. It's not like the specialty. So if you've watched my YouTube video, I've talked about how if you take too much, like it can make you vomit because your stomach, your body is just rejecting it. You're going to feel shaky. It's not a good feeling to take too much of the tea. But with the passion flower, from what my personal experience has been, is that I'm not going to get sick or queasy or shaky. I'm going to be more calm. So this one, I feel like, depending on how bad my mental state of mind is, will depend on how much I take. Okay. So I don't know why, but Powerade Zero, it's either the blue or the purple or the white. I try to stay away from red dyes, but blue, purple, or white, that makes it easier for me to swallow all of this. I don't know why it's hard for me with water. I really can't drink soda or like fizzy drinks or orange juice because that's too thick. So put a little bit in your mouth. I literally did not taste it at all. It's crazy how good and how well it works. For me, with anxiety, you're going to have your rapid heartbeat. But with tachycardia, you're going to have rapid heartbeat regardless. I need something that is going to slow my roll. I can't tell you how many times a day I will take passion flower. I take it as an as-needed basis, but it, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say. It has helped me in ways that it's very hard to explain. I've gotten anxiety over probably the smallest, most minute things that people would probably laugh at. But when I take passion flower, it literally helps me to woosah. It helps me to calm down. It relaxes my body, relaxes my muscles. I feel like it helps me to think a little bit more clearly. But it's incredible. Anyways, I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys about the 3 things that I take for my anxiety and depression. Now, for my autoimmune diseases, I take a whole lot of other things. That's going to be another video. I feel like I kind of have to break down what I do take, because there's other things that I take for my mental health, like fish oil pills. Gosh, magnesium. Magnesium is incredible for mental health, but it's also incredible for other things. But just make sure you like this page. Follow this page, share it with someone who you think is going to benefit. I will have all of the information that you need to know in the description. And if you do buy passion flower and you use the source that I love and trust, make sure you use the coupon code exo.redroses, and I will be here to help you or to tell you about the natural things that I take. Okay, love you guys. Bye.